Alright, good morning. What a pantomime getting here with road closures. I'm having a walk along the side of the river. This is my river. Although I haven't got it to myself today, there are other anglers. And I've got my gear with me as well. We're going to have a go at salmon fishing. Just been talking to a chap who caught 2 last week. Let's hope he didn't catch all of them and there's still some left for me. I'm under some trees, so I'm struggling to cast a bit here, but I'm just fishing this bit in before I wade a bit further out in the river to get away from the trees. It's a bit bright, but then we've always got to get our excuses in early just in case. There's 4 of us fishing on the river today. And nobody's caught anything. So I'm fishing these little pockets I found when I was trout fishing. They quite often get ignored by the salmon anglers because they're in quite shallow bits. I might be talking rubbish. Usually am. There could be a fish lying in there that nobody else has had a go at. Good job this is a little river because my casting's rubbish. First trip out this year, it shows. But we're covering the water, that's all we can do. And I hope we find an obliging fish. I had a chat with the anglers, a couple of them. Caught a sneaky look at the flies we're using. I'm using a bit smaller fly than they are. Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. At least I'm doing something different, I guess. Quite a breeze blowing. 70-80 mile an hour gales over the weekend. Quite a lot of rain, but the river's gone down. It's sitting just over a foot, so I would have thought that was not a bad height for fly fishing. Oops, Daisy, that was a very good cast. Now they're collapsing, I'm casting into a headwind. I'm doing it very badly. I'm rather thinking there might be a fish behind that rock, but obviously there's not. Or if there is, it's not having anything I'm throwing at it. Oh well, have time for lunch. What a nice looking little bit of water this. That disturbance down there, there's quite a large rock in the middle of the river. I know it's there because I had to sit down on it once, like a couple of summers ago, when the water was a good bit lower. sued me. How on earth have I done that? This wading stick's proving to be more trouble than it's worth at times. Try again. Half decent cast, bit of a mend. Round through those boulders, and a big fish will take it. Or not. Swing round, I've swing around in front of that stone. Now I want to swing around behind it. The fish don't always sit behind the stone, they sometimes slipstream just at the nose of it, but there's nothing there, or I'm just not doing it right. It starts to get a bit deeper in front of me. The water starts to slow down a little bit. Will that hold a running fish? I don't know. A sink tip on a floating line. This isn't a particularly deep river. As I say, I was sat on that stone in the summer. It's probably no more than 3.5, 4 feet deep there, I would have thought. Probably less, it's not even up to my waist here. This wind's a bit of a peak, but we'll get by. If you read the books, they say that this would be a classic salmon lie. Pity the salmon haven't read the same books as me. Wind's blowing straight in your face. It's supposed to be a gentle breeze. I don't want to be here when it's windy. Line cast straight back at me. Very difficult. Very, very noisy as well, probably. The strong winds being a right pain, very difficult to cast. Yeah, well, I stood in this pool in October 2 years ago. There were salmon jumping around in it, but I've seen nothing today. Because I don't think springfish show themselves quite as much as perhaps later run fish. sandy bottom where I'm stood here, so you can wade quietly without making a lot of noise going over loose stones. In a small river you've got to be a bit more stealthy than you might be if you're on a big river like the Tweed or the Tay.